Welcome back. Shaun Gariseb, spokesperson for the Katutura Residents Committee, has been outspoken about the billing practices of the City of Windhoek and the impact on ratepayers. He plans to address the issue of prepaid meter blockage and the misinterpretation of legislation surrounding electricity supply during a mass verification request on the 19th of August 2024. Shaun joins us here in studio to elaborate further. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Nina. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
Shaun, just to start with, talk to us about what led to the mass verification request at the COW head offices.
This is after there was a briefing by the City of Windhoek on the 8th of August. The mayor, in her briefing, one of the announcements was that she made an open invitation should anyone have clarity, or should anyone seek clarity or want verification. So it's against that background that we are just inviting the people, or some residents who, as they say, are affected by the defective billing system, so that we can collectively just go to the City of Windhoek and have this verification.
How do you view the current legal actions regarding the obstruction of prepaid meters, Shaun?
Yeah, the current actions are illegal in such that the City of Windhoek stands by an illegal practice in standing by their stance that they will continue to block the meters. And this will have a detrimental effect once we are done with them in court.
And what is the message that you actually wish to convey to the residents of Katutura concerning their rights around this issue?
Look, as you know, for the past 2 years we've been back and forth with the City of Windhoek pertaining to demanding information, asking for clarity on certain issues, resolutions, and so forth. There was challenges because this information was not forthcoming from the City of Windhoek. With the passing of the access to information bill, it gives us and empowers us in being able to address this issue in such that even with the lawyers who have been struggling to obtain certain information from the City of Windhoek, especially pertaining to the escalated debts that we wanted clarity on. The bone of contention from the beginning was how did the debts go into the figures that they are. Not that we did not want to pay or settle or honor our municipal bills. We only came to find out about this when we learned that there was a defective billing system and an water estimation formula that they use, which is 3 tariff formula in one that does not have even an average. So this kind of information will be empowered by these laws. We must be aware of that. We must follow that. Once this law is settled by the president, it has been passed through the 2 houses. It will make the fight easier. All we want to do is we want to know how to sort this issue that we are in.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
You mentioned, of course, earlier that the City of Windhoek is standing its ground in the obstructing of prepaid meters. How do you respond to the City of Windhoek's interpretation of the Electricity Act and its regulations?
Look, the mayor makes reference to Article 18. Article 18 deals with the provisions of it speaks to administrative justice, meaning administrative officials and administrative bodies must adhere to relevant legislation. Legislation in this case being the Electricity Act, and that is the principle and enabling act which the ECB has given a directive on. Relying on that act, the City of Windhoek stands up and then they contravene that same act. The act in section 36 says that should there be conflict between the Act and the Local Authorities Act, the Act will prevail. What that means is that if there is conflict, for example, if there is any other regulation that is in conflict with that Act, the principal Act which is enabling these regulations will prevail. The City of Windhoek unfortunately ignores that provision or that law, and then they rely on and then they make reference to Article 18 of the Namibian Constitution. Now I don't know in what sense because that only speaks to administrative officials obeying and complying with relevant legislation, meaning that they are the ones who are contravening relevant administrations. Are they then saying, if you are not happy with this, stand up and go to court as per the latter part of that article? Maybe that is the case, but the mayor clearly, that's why we say she's misinterpreting the law, or they are deliberate about that. If that is the case, it's unfortunate that a whole legal department can ignore laws that are very clear and simple. You don't need to be the judge president to interpret and understand these laws. And should we, by the time we are done with them in court, we will have a court order that will be in our favor, and we are positive about that.
The mass verification happens on August 19th. Thereafter, what measures are you and the residents of Katutura, going to take to ensure accountability from the City of Windhoek and its legal team?
Look, we have already taken the City of Windhoek to task. We have been to ACC, we have been to Competitions Commission, we have been to the Line Minister, we have been to the Ombudsman, and we are in court. We are in court to get an order, and not only the order pertaining to other issues like Red Force and so forth. So what the verification is, we are just obeying what the council has said, and the verification is because we have already done these things. There's an instance where one ratepayer, their account went from 1,200 to 200,000. That ratepayer has this issue every month end, which shows you that this billing system is consistently defective, because there must be disconnections every month end, and there must be this back and forth with the municipality. They are aware of this case. So these are the things that we want to correct. These are the things that we want our city to do right, so that we can go forward with our life, and so that we can honor our obligations towards the city and expect the service delivery as fair we believe they can do. So that is the long and short of it. Those institutions, we trust them. The Competition Commission is going to come back to us in the last week of August, and the ACC is going to have their report ready by the first week of September. So we trust those institutions, and we trust the court process that our lawyers are busy with.
Shaun, we will be keeping our eyes close on the matter to see how it develops. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for giving a platform to the plight of the people.
That was Shaun Gariseb, spokesperson for the Katutura Residents Committee, speaking to us there. We'll be right back after this very brief break. Stay with us.